So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well, winning life. First and foremost, when you're all a smash to piece that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We've got the notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right, so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea our boys. We see things they'll never see. And salute to no surrender mentality. And big up to every single one of you Minerals FC Ultras, bruv. So have it right. So, Chelsea 4, Benfica 1. Club World Cup. So have it right. We're into the quarterfinals. Chelsea storm past Benfica, ironically. Let's have it right. Let's go into the game very quickly. We've got plenty to discuss. And first and foremost, listen, we're very happy to go through. We're going to be playing Palmeiras. We're going to have Esteval Willian up against Brillo Pad Cucurella. So that's going to be very, very interesting. Let's see what the Brazilian starlet that's going to start for Chelsea next season, what he's capable of, and what Palmeiras are capable of. Being a Brazilian side, all the Brazilian teams used to the climate, used to the conditions, and let's see what that's all about. But I'm looking forward to that, and I'm very happy that we're through. I did expect us to beat Benfica. I did say it'd be slightly difficult, more challenging than the previous games that we played. Although the Flamingos done us like kippers, let's have it right. Who are going to be, well, we'll see what happens with Bayern Munich, whether they go through. But we've done the job and we've got through. But how did we do the job? Enzo Maresca picked the strongest lineup against Benfica. Benfica, to me, good side, decent, not really anything special, midish. But you know they're going to be organised. You know they're going to be defensively sound. They've got that silver at the back. The goalkeeper's decent. They've got Di Maria, although he's on crutches, bruv. They've still got Di Maria. What a career he's had. And that's his last game for Benfica and for in European football. I think he's going back to Argentina, isn't he? But anyway, strongest lineup. And in the first half, so have it right, we should be about 3-0 up. We had Cucurella with 2 of the best chances, our own left back having the best chances. Cole Palmer was on the right, but he did have a chance where he hit the post. But other than that, that was it for me. Neto, I think when you play Cole Palmer on the right, you're giving more of a license to Neto, and Neto for me isn't as dangerous as Cole Palmer when he gets into those situations. All right, although Neto's having a good tournament, I'm talking about in the long run. But Cole Palmer, I think he only got one assist. He hasn't scored. He's not looking great for Cole Palmer. You know, he's not lining it up. And then Maresca's not playing him as a 10. John Obi Mikel came out and said it's ridiculous. Why he's our number 10? Why is he not playing him as number 10? When you play him on the right, and in Bottletino's system, he had fullbacks up and down to overlap. That's where Cole Palmer gets all the joy. You ain't getting that. Because we invert our right and left back. So Cole Palmer hasn't got the overlaps all the time. That's the problem. And I think Cole Palmer in this system has to be the 10. So have it right. But anyway, a good chances go into half-time 0-0. And then we go second half. Similar. I thought we pressed well. I thought Benfica were very reserved in the first half. Second half, it starts to open up a little bit. And then we get a free kick. So have it right. And Reece James steps up. He has no right to. I didn't really expect him to have a pop, I'll be honest. But that is what Reece James does. That's your captain. That's your leader. That's your Minerals general. The only lightning bolts that mattered was that free kick, because that free kick of individual brilliance on a world-class level is why I don't buy into this Enzo Maresca system. Because everything's based upon individual brilliance. And if Reece James doesn't score that free kick, Benfica are always in that game. And I just didn't feel like we were in that control. Also, Delap he had a bit of a stinker, if I'm being honest, against a decent back line. Didn't really do much. Gave the ball away a lot. I'm looking at these because I'm thinking about the season ahead. Are these lot going to be leading us? Like Delap's going to be our number 9 leading us. Everyone thinks we're going to go and sign another striker. We ain't. That is our number 9. That's our main top striker. So he's got to start landing it. He has to hit the ground running, bruv. Otherwise, we're in the mud. You know what I'm saying? But Reece James, world class. People have said that Gusto's better than Reece James. People saying sell him. I remember all you wrong-uns. You all come out with those narratives. Now you're praising Reece. Reece has dug us out. Even back into the season, he has dug us out. That assist, world-class assist against Man United for Cucurella to score. These are the moments you look at. Reece James free kicks. Reece James creation. Reece James is a beast, bruv. And yes, he's versatile, but play him in his position, you get the best out of him. So have it right. And everyone was coming at the goalkeeper, and yeah, he was flat-footed, but at the end of the day, no one had a chance, bruv. No one had a chance for that free kick. So well done to Reece James. Proper baller. And they say Casado and Cole Palmer are the untouchables in the squad. The Brown Emlak said Reece James is untouchable. Don't ever forget it, bruv. He's untouchable. And just because he's getting the most paid, 300 grand a week, I don't care what anyone tells me, bruv. He's the most important player in this team, bruv. He's Cobham, he's Chelsea, he's the face of Chelsea, and we need him every time in that team, no matter what. Even if he's half fit, you play him. So have it right. So then we go. What we got? 85th minute, and all of a sudden we've got an alert because FIFA, it's not America, it's FIFA. Any lightning or thunderstorms within a 10-mile radius, bruv. Yeah, they cancelled the game, bruv. They just said, right, you've all got to go in, and until further notice, bruv. It's like Blueco, yeah, done a deal with NASA to create these thunderbolts that just kept reoccurring, these thunderstorms, all right, by the Bank of America and all sorts in the vicinity of where it was being played, yeah, just so that they had an extra bit of time on Vivid Seats to sell tickets. Because if you saw the stadium, it was absolutely empty. It was like a third full. Embarrassing, all right? And let's have it right. Tickets were up, and now you could go on their website. I think during the game or just before the game, they were going for $8 a ticket. Oh, it's tough times. Like the stocks of Vivid Seats are in the red. But let's have it right. It made me laugh, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Because all these platforms doing watch-alongs, yeah, they turn into weather-alongs, bruv. Yeah, they become weathermen. Yeah, like you're stuck, you're done, you're locked into the brown envelope matrix because you think, oh, something might happen. No, we're going to win 1-0. 4 minutes to go. We'll come back. Don't worry. In the meantime, everyone's in the dressing room with the aircon doing bicycle and kick-ups and all sorts of gymnastics, bruv. I'm surprised Willie didn't get him going, bruv, to keep the momentum going. Where's Willie, bruv? Free Willie, bruv. I bet they were doing that in the dressing room, bruv. Let's have it right. But the most important deal so far was that Blueco. They must have signed the weather on a death row contract, bruv. They must have. You know what I'm saying? The potential was huge, bruv. The lightning bolts that they created, bruv, to bide more time just for one reason, so that Chelsea could break the record for being the longest in a lead out of any team in the world. And that's another record that they broken. Let's have it right. Because 4 hours of football, 4 hours from start to finish. Bruv, I've been mashed up all day. All day I've been mashed up, bruv. Knackered. The heat's been killing me as well. It's been like 31 degrees. Let's have it right. The sun's beaming. And we're happy, like. But anyway, we come back after the break. And then what do you know? Gusto, Dewsbury Wedding Hall, obviously, and in Nkunku came on for Dilap before the weather storm. Wedding Hall for Enzo, who I thought was shocking. And also, what's his name? Gusto for Reece James, right? Because you think the game's done. We literally almost had a Conference League team out. We come back 4 minutes to play the rest of the game. After about almost 2 hours of waiting to play the game, and it is ridiculous. It's a joke. How's the World Cup how's that gonna go? It's just mate, it's gonna be long, bruv. Yeah, it's gonna be long for all you merchants that do watch-alongs. I'll tell you that now. But don't worry, you're getting paid. That's what matters, isn't it? That's what matters. But anyway, they go out and they play a ball in, and Gusto handballs it. Everyone goes, "That's not a handball." This and that. It was a clear handball. And if it wasn't against Chelsea, and it was for Chelsea, you'd all be screaming for a handball. So we give them a penalty. Di Maria steps up on his crutches and slots it home. 1-1. We go into extra time. What are the odds? What are the chances? And then you go into the second half and you think, shit, all right. Now it's squeaky bum time. What's going to happen? We've got a Conference League team out. Are we able to cope? And then what happens? They get a red card. And the game goes in the favour because Enzo Maresca can scream all he wants about the ridiculous break because it went to extra time. But he was on 1 hour and a nutsack. They got the red card and deservedly so have it right. And maybe they should have had a few more. The ref was a bit of a brown envelope, let's have it right. And an agenda on Chelsea, granted. But it is what it is. Corruption's everywhere. It's in the PR, it's with the ownership, but no one says anything. But when it's the ref, you want to give it. I'll give it on all fronts, let's have it right. But they get the red card, and yet still they sat back, low blocked us, made it difficult. They had two very good opportunities. In fact, Sanchez didn't have much to do, apart from one of their players playing a cross that basically went behind Sanchez. And the guy's a joke, this goalkeeper. Gives the ball away how many times? But anyway, these are just what I see. I like to be a realist, and that's what I see. And they had two great opportunities, and then we get the moment. We get a very important moment with Caicedo, who's got booked, by the way. So he's suspended for the Palmeiras game. And I think we've got enough to beat Palmeiras without Caicedo, or we should do. Let's have it right. But he makes a great run down, has a shot, deflects, and then it comes off the defender on the goal line. And who's the player that's there to step up with the instinctiveness, the experience? Christoph Nkunku. Let's have it right. And the way he finished that goal is a striker. Because I think if that's a Jackson, if that's anyone else, they're smashing it. What did he do? He lifts it up. He knows if I hit the roof of the net, I'm going to score. And then Enzo Maresca's celebrating like he's won the Champions League, bruv. Yeah? Let's have it right. Well, I've got a clip of Fabrizio Romano last week saying there's no future for Christoph Nkunku. There's a chance he can be sold for profit, and he's got no future. Yet he's been brought on, and he's got us ahead in that game, which basically ultimately wins us the game with 10 men. Yeah. After that, obviously, you get a Neto goal. You got Cole Palmer assisting Drewsbury Weddinall, and we win 4-1. And the game's dead and buried. And Enzo Maresca's celebrating like he has won a Champions League final. And it's embarrassing to me. And everyone goes, oh, it's passion. All right, it's passion and all that, yeah? Passion merchantry. I've seen clips of Enzo Maresca and Thomas Tuchel when Tuchel celebrated against Conte against Spurs. I was at that game where we drew 2-2. That one, there's no comparison. Jurgen Klopp came out and said about the Club World Cup, it's the worst and most ridiculous competition. They've got the brown envelope PR of Blueco. They've got that Keval from Sky Sports going, well, Chelsea aren't complaining. They're earning lots of money from every game. And they're happy to be there. And City and Pep, they're earning money. And he looks at, PRing, that it's all about money, which is what it is competition. It's not actually about the trophy itself. Bowley's come out and spoke and said, we're excited to be in the Club World Cup because there's 100 million at stake to win. That's what it's all about. It's not about the actual trophy, bruv. The trophy can be taken to Donald Trump in the White House all you want. It doesn't make it any more prestigious, bruv. Yeah, and it might have a key, bruv. All right, but it ain't Noah's Ark, bruv. Let's have it right. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Celebrating. Of course, we've gone through, and I expect to go through. I expect us to get to semis and play City, and I think PSG will be in the final. So whoever beats City or City and us in the semis will play PSG. Either way, you're not winning the Club World Cup. I don't think City can beat PSG. Let's have it right. They're winning 4-0 in the first half, and they're substituting, making as many changes as possible, resting players. It's light work for PSG, bro. They're on a different planet. So have it right, Luis Enrique, land the minerals. But so have it right. When I look at all the players, Cole Palmer worries me. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be sorted. Delap in this game in isolation, not good enough. Neto did all right, but not amazing. Mudueke, and then you look at Gusto. He just can't invert. Stop playing him there. Caicedo. No questions about Caicedo. He's been our player of the season, and he's continuing that. But he's gonna get injured. He's playing every game. He gives it his all. He's bombing it up down. Even when we're 3-1 up, he's still bombing it up there, bruv. He's just a general, man. All right, respect to him. But anyway, Lavia had a good game, and Caicedo I don't have worries with. Enzo Fernandez I've always got a worry with, bruv. I really do. But it is what it is. Now we move on to the signing of Gittens. 45 million plus add-ons. Everyone's like, yeah, we've beaten Bayern Munich. No, you haven't. Bayern Munich, we're not going to buy Gittens, bruv. It's all PR. We've had a free run at Gittens, just like we had a free run at Delap. All right, stop buying into the PR. Gittens is our left winger, our first team starter on the left wing. No, welcome to Chelsea. Good luck to the kid, but I'm getting sick of being served up unproven players. Potential. The data says so. That no one else is going for, that we're trying to catch up with and level up with. And at the end of the day, he's not even a starter for Borussia Dortmund. So what are we doing here? We've just got Champions League football and you're serving me up Gittens. You know, I'm getting tired of it. I am. And you can call me negative all you want, and I'll back the players. I do back the players when they play on the pitch, and I want us to win every game. The reality is this geezer going to take me and get me goals? I've got his GA. His GA. I think he's got, let me just get it up very quickly because I like to be precise, let's have it right. But Gittens, he's got 12 goals and 5 assists. And he's not even a main starter. Like he starts, but he doesn't really start. He's like a backup. So yeah, great. He's got his death row contract. All these kids want their death row contracts. So yeah, I'm not excited about it. I'll be real. I want Rodrigo. They're the standards. Now everyone in the fan base is just in acceptance of this type of signing now. We've got Champions League football and you're serving me up Gittens, bruv. More Gittens. Great. All right, cool. Let's see what he does. Is he going to be another Madueke where everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm happy to sell him? Is he going to be like that? Because it will probably go down that road and I'll be there. And also overpaying for that player. Do you know Kvaratskhelia cost 35 million? Do you know Doué cost 43 million? And he's not better than either of them. You could probably get Garnacho for cheaper. But it's no to Garnacho, but yes to Gittens. Mad, bruv. Mad. But let's have it right. Welcome. The next City Academy ex-player coming to Chelsea. Joe Shields' black book is only full of City players. That's all he knows. And that's all we seem to be signing. We're signing City's, academy that's been shipped out that Pep don't want. Interesting. And now we get the announcement of Joao Pedro. Pedro from who? Brighton. Let's have it right. Apparently, the deal is, let me just confirm, it's 50 million, bruv? It is 50 million for Joao Pedro. 50 mil for a player that's back up to Welbeck. So another backup option. And this guy's meant to be versatile. He can play anywhere. But his stats are 10 goals and 7 assists for Brighton. And where do Brighton finish? Below us. These are not the levels. He might be all right. He might be decent. Who knows, bruv? But let's have it right. I know who's laughing. Bloom. He's laughing. And the Seagull merchants are laughing again because we've given 63 million for Cucurella, 115 for Casado. Granted, I ain't got any issues with that. Robert Sanchez, 25 million for their third choice goalkeeper. Now Joao Pedro, 50 million. All right. That's 250 million in the last 3 years to Brighton. And not only we got Sam Jewell, and this is Sam Jewell's signing this one. Sam Jewell's leading the multi-club. So everything from Brighton, the whole structure of Brighton, is basically turning Chelsea into Brighton. So right, if Brighton won a Conference League club, that'd be like a Champions League to them. All right. And everyone's celebrating the Conference League like it is an unbelievable achievement. No, it's not for Chelsea standards. And at the end of the day, for me, a player who is a number 10. Every time I've seen this guy, he's been a sort of false 9 number 10. The reality is we've got Cole Palmer in the 10 and we've got Esteval Ruin that wants to play in the 10. So we're misprofiling again. I don't like it, bro. And then we've got all these big accounts going, can Chelsea, is this side good enough to challenge for the title? Gittens, Delap, Pedro on the right. You wouldn't pay Pedro on the right. Fernandez, Casado, Palmer, Cucurella, Cole, Fofana, James, Sanchez. What are we doing here? What gear are we on? I demand the Premier League title. My standards are not, oh, let's win an FA Cup, get top 4. But at best, we're a top 4 side. I don't see it any. I think at best, it's top 4. The current state we're in. I really do, because everyone else is going to strengthen. And I'm concerned about that. I'm very, very concerned about that. But you're paying 50 million plus 10 million add-ons for Joao Pedro, and everyone goes, "Oh, we beat Newcastle to Joao Pedro." No, you didn't. Where's the proof that these players are going for him? Do you know what I mean? We've got Siri Merchant Barley going in the dressing room every fucking game, all right? And it's like, well, he's leading all the transfers as well. And yet you're still sponsoring Winstanley Stewart, Joe Shields, and it's like, it's going down that path. Where are the elite signings at our football club? Are you honestly telling me that getting Champions League football, if they told you, oh, if we get Champions League football, we're going to sign Gittens and we're going to sign Pedro and Delap and we're going to really challenge, are you all going to buy into that or are you going to have a head loss? No, the timing of the PR is exceptional. It's world-class PR by Blueco. Why? Why is it? Because they announced Gittens before the game and everyone's distracted with the game. And then they announced Joao Pedro after a win against Benfica. It's all about the timing. They choose when and how to PR it, bruv. Let's have it right. And that's exactly what they've done. And now everyone's lapping it up. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. It's luck of the draw. But you're not bringing me the most important positions in an Osimhen as a striker and a Mike Maignan or a Diogo Costa goalkeeper. They're telling me they're scouting the Benfica goalkeeper just because of his cameo, because everyone's in acceptance. No, I want Costa or I want Maignan now. And you've spent over 100 million on Pedro and Gittens, but you couldn't spend 20 million on Mike Maignan because he's got no resale value because of his wages. That weren't even that high anyway. And because he's 29 years old, let's have it right. So what are we doing here? Then they've told you we're not scared to go younger. They're going to go younger, bruv. Yeah. And I'm telling you, Delap's our main number 9. Yeah. So you better pray that we land it next season. I want the title. I want to challenge phase 4. I want the title. We're not Arsenal here. I'm sorry, mate. Yeah. You lot can pedal along in your little canoes for Blueco. All right. Trying to get somewhere. And I'll be on Concorde. Well, no, Concorde's out the window. I'll be on a military fucking aircraft, bruv. Getting to America in 2 hours, bruv. So have it right to go and land it on Clear Lake Capital. Do you understand me? You lot are buying into absolute dross. And this is going to be the downfall for Chelsea Football Club. Let's have it right. Enzo Maresca comes out, obviously, talking about the usual. He's not happy. It's not football. This is the 7th, 8th time they've suspended a game here. It's a complete joke. I understand the security reasons, but if you have suspend 7 or 8 games, then this is probably not the right place to host the competition. I do agree, but I also think he's rattled because he almost fucking messed up the entire game. And because of those last 4 minutes being postponed, he didn't win that game comfortably, and he was literally sweating more than Lukaku in a sauna, bruv. So have it right. So yeah, I'm not really buying into that. I think it's embarrassing the way this guy celebrates. He called out the supporters for the environment and the performances at Chelsea, and I don't forget that. Yeah, and he's an outright yes man. But apparently, he really, really wanted Pedro. He wanted Mike Maignan, but we didn't get Mike Maignan. Also, the Blueco Extra comes out and says Philip Jorgensen was bought for 24.5 million euros and signed a 7-year contract with an annual amortization of 3.5 million. Loan with obligation to Strasbourg, he says. Permanent transfer for 15 million plus sell-on clause. I would be thrilled. Let's make it happen. So now we're glorifying the Blueco project from the Blueco Extra platform. What a brand envelope. This is the problem we got in the fan base. We've got a serious problem where people are buying into this, bruv. Do you understand me? But Maresca saying it's a joke, it's not football. I understand the stoppage for safety, but it's probably not the right place. Such a game, football, guys. It's not football. It's to suspend the game for 2 hours. But again, you know, his individual brilliance spells Enzo Maresca out, and that is my concern. We're not playing as a team, bruv. Some wrong'un put Anselmino compilation of 4 passes, 4 completed. What a fucking joke, bruv. What is going on in this fan base? Honestly. But listen, Pedro, yeah, he's quite talented. But they'll only spend the good money if the salary fits within the wage structure. And that is Chelsea to a T. That is Chelsea to a T. That is Blueco. That's where we're going now. We're done out here, bruv. Yeah. But let's have it right. Does it thrill you? Pedro, Gittens, Delap, Jackson, Tyreek George. Like, do you think City, Liverpool, Arsenal, all these clubs are wetting their pants? Bruv. Come on, man. What are we doing here, bruv? What are we doing here? Enzo Maresca admires Joao Pedro because he can play across the front line. Yeah, and his goal record is pants. This is the problem, right? Today, we got PR. Chelsea have created the highest, most big chances in the Club World Cup. Well, I thought the whole point of converting them was signing a striker like Delap and us having a whole year under Enzo Maresca, and we can't convert these big chances. What a fugazi stat. I don't want to go into next season with this stat again. I don't want to see it. Stats is for people that don't understand football, as Jose Mourinho said. Jose Mourinho also said when you start celebrating losses, all right, and praising players for good performances, when you stop being an elite club. This clown ownership have got the brand and that's PR that countless times, bro. And that's why we are where we are, bro. Let's have it right. But for me personally, listen, we move. We've got the result. You call me negative, you call me toxic. Well, go to your toxic positivity merchants, bro. Yeah, because I'm not that geezer. I just say it for what I see and what I think. And the reality is, I'm not convinced. As usual. Yeah. It's the same old dross, bruv. You know, people going, we're playing with 11 men still. The referee, Chelsea, are playing with 9 because Nkunku and Gusto on the pitch. Yet Nkunku is the reason we got back in the game. Experience is what brings you in the game. Listen, people are going, oh, I quite like Nkunku now. Let's keep Nkunku. Nkunku's always been the top striker. It's why we bought him. Everyone said when he was injured, if he comes back, he's going to be the saving grace. We've got the mighty Nkunku come back. And now you lot want to ship him out, bro. In fact, I'm going to play it. I want to play the clip of Fabrizio Romano, bruv. Yeah, to show you the state of our football club and the PR at this football club. It's absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, let's get it up, guys. Ultras, have it right. We'll get this up because this is what we do. We expose the fraudulent narratives at this football club that have been put upon us, and people buy into it. Let's have it right. People buy into it. So let's play it. Bosh. Let's go.
What is going to happen with Nkunku?
Yeah, for Christopher Nkunku, I think I can say in a very clear way that his chapter at Chelsea is over. So my understanding is that Chelsea consider Nkunku at the moment was one of the players they can sell. They can make some profit. Also,
they can sell. They can make some profit. That's what it's all about. Let's have it right. So we move. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Let's see. But are we not a little bit worried about the signings we're making? Do you think we're on a title charge? Well, I'm sure all the flip flops that said we were going to win the title last year and we're in a title race. They're in the mud, didn't they? So have it right. We just about got top 4 with 1 hour on a nutsack. What are we doing here? And everyone's going to be strengthened. So we move. But big up to everyone. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Put all your comments down below. Salute to every single one of you live and locked in. Win, lose or draw. Blue co out. No surrender mentality. And salute to our Don Roman as always.